Most men can't walk away because you feel like you have to accept less because you're not in a position to demand more. You must always be in a position as a man to be able to adjust to any situation. That is how you need to be structuring your life, especially when it comes to relationships. The reason why women are such a focal point when it comes to talking about men's purpose is because she was created to assist you with that. Any man that has any respect or reverence for the Most High understands this. He understands that there is a naturally ordained order of how things are supposed to function. There are 3 ways to guarantee that you are able to identify a quality woman and how she's going to benefit your life. The first way you get yourself into position to demand more is you must upgrade your thinking. Your mindset must change. The reason I said most men look at me like I'm crazy when I tell them what my standards are for women that I'm going to be dealing with on a serious level is because they have not elevated their thinking. They still think in terms of Western culture. They still think in terms of their immediate environment and what's available to them in their immediate environment. Certain types of women with certain type of characteristics are not available to them because they only see their immediate environment. They don't see outside of the United States. They don't see outside of Western culture. They don't see outside of how women in our culture are conditioned to behave. It's not everybody. It's way too many. And most men look at that number and assume that's all that's out there. When you upgrade your thinking, you're able to understand and recognize when she's lower value. You're able to look at the decisions that she's made throughout the course of her life and determine whether she's lower value. Number 2, you must be in a physical position to demand more. One of the reasons why men can't walk away because you're not physically in a position to do so. You're not physically in a position to detach yourself from low quality women, and you're not physically in a position to expose yourself to better women. What do I mean by that? So you have to be hands-on. You have to be doing things. You have to be working out. You have to be surrounding yourself with higher quality people. Your circle honestly should be small. So when I say surround yourself with higher quality people, I don't mean have all these friends everywhere. I mean have a very close, tight-knit group of friends who are just as motivated as you, and you can hold each other accountable. That way, not only are you going to maintain a better position in life, but it will also allow you to cut people off who do not align with your goals, who do not align with your values and your drive. One of those people that you cut off in this process are going to be women. And make no mistake, women that you're dealing with, she knows when you're leveling up. She knows when your mindset is increasing. She knows when your goals are increasing. She knows when you are a little bit more driven, you're a little bit more goal oriented in life. She knows that. And that's going to make her a little bit anxious. And here's the thing, that's kind of a good thing. You want a healthy dose of her being on her toes because it's going to hold her accountable as well. You don't want her to get to the point where she's so comfortable to where disrespect is going to come into the relationship. And make no mistake, anytime there's disrespect in a relationship, it's because she's too comfortable. It's because she's treating you as a right and not a privilege. And you must always be in a position to make sure she understands your time, effort, and energy are privileges that can be taken away at any moment. That is something that men need to understand. That is something that men have a hard time realizing. If you're not in a position to hold her accountable, if you're not in a position to impose standards, expectations, and boundaries, your relationship is going to fail. It will not work. She will walk over you. She will disrespect you. And one of the other important things is you have to be in a spiritual position in order to recognize lower quality women. You have to understand that there are just certain qualities that you will come across in the women that you're vetting that instantly disqualify her for consideration for a relationship. That's just the bottom line. There are just certain types of women who are detrimental to your purpose in life. There is a certain type of history that she has. There are certain type of men that she's dealt with in the past. All of these things are going to be important when you're vetting her from a spiritual aspect. And that's what some men don't understand. Most men look at the physical attributes. Oh, she's got a nice smile. She's got a fat ass. She's got nice hips. You know, that's my thing. You know, she's got all these other things, right? But you don't look at the fact that what is this woman's mental state like? What is her spiritual essence like? Is she broken? Is she coming in with baggage? What is her energy like? These are all the things that will tell you, is this a woman that you want to be dealing with long term? Is this a woman you want to be dealing with for a long-term relationship, for marriage, for all these other different things?